lurking within. Could Jax be playing a double game, deceiving everyone around him? Only time will tell, but it is certainly a chilling possibility to consider. For Caine, the revelation that Jax is truly evil is significant. Caine lacks emotions in certain areas of his brain, whether it be due to AI or computer programming, as confirmed by Gooseworks. This implies that Caine himself is not the evil one. However, we now understand that all the members of the digital circus are actually humans from the real world who were implanted into the extraordinary digital circus video game, which is considered canon. This confirmation solidifies the fact that Jax, being one of these humans, is indeed evil. The question that arises is, how could Jax and Caine be working together? What role does Jax play for Caine? It is possible that Caine trusts Jax, as Caine himself struggles with the ability to accurately read people. This is evident from his interactions with Pomni, which start off discomforting and only intensify over time. Caine admits that the Jax is not just rude, but actually evil. This may sound like a normal thing, but the signs are there. It all started when they were walking down the dorm hall, with Ratha explaining the wonders of the amazing digital circus to P&E. Pay close attention to the wide shot where you can see Jax's face. It's obvious that he is annoyed with Ratha for helping Pomni get accustomed to the circus. But why would Jax be upset if Agatha is simply trying to assist Pomni? After all, Jax was once a newbie too. What could possibly be going on in his mind? However, the single most significant piece of evidence that led me to this theory is the fact that Jax possesses keys to every single room. There are only two ways he could have obtained them. Either Caine gave them to him, which would mean that Jax is secretly working alongside him, or he somehow managed to obtain them himself. The truth behind Jax's evil nature remains to be fully uncovered, but these clues hint at a darkness. The only aspect he lacks control over is the characters' minds. Thus, even if he may not have known Jax's true intentions, it is clear that Jax is capable of independent actions and decision-making that might not align with Caine's. To understand emotion, he couldn't read their minds, which led him to blindly trust Jax with certain things. And of course, Jax would then abuse it instead of actually helping Caine. It could be that by straight up asking Caine for certain things, they would actually happen, as he doesn't know the difference between right and wrong. He's literally a program. But then, why would Jax save Kinger and Gangle when he heard KFMO running around by the Glink hole? If Jax was really this evil guy trying to be a menace to the circus, why would he then be nice and save them? Well, my theory is that it's self-preservation. Because one abstraction was already enough for him to instantly run away Bugs Bunny style and literally leave Ratha and P&E to deal with KFMO, which they didn't even do, and KFO started going rampant around the circus. If Jax had left Kinger and Gangle there, then there would eventually be 3 abstractions and it would easily kill Jax later if Caine wasn't there to stop it, because during this whole time Caine was having dinner with Bubble and a bunch of mannequins for whatever strange reason. Jax probably knew that Caine was gone because he disappears right after explaining the day's adventure and goes to enjoy his lunch with Bubble. And C probably does this every single time, so Jax knew he would have to survive until the adventure was finished or Caine came back to check on them. Jax has probably been here for years. We know Kinger is 48, and if he joined the circus around the same age as Pally, which is 25, he would have been in there for over 2 decades. So it could be possible that we get a new circus member every few years, and because of that, Jax is so accustomed to everything that happens in the Amazon digital circus. One of the notable aspects of Caine's character is his tendency to leave after every single adventure. He only returns once the adventure is completed, or if it takes a substantial amount of time, he may come back to check on the others. This is evident from the notification he received on his peculiar watch, which alerted him to someone being in the void. It is possible that Caine receives notifications for other matters as well. To protect himself, Jax had to save Kerr and Jangle, as Gooseworks has explicitly stated on Tumblr that Jax lacks any redeemable qualities. Therefore, any actions he takes that may appear to depict him as a good guy are merely coincidental and unintentional. There is a possibility that Jax and Caine are working together, supported by the fact that Caine possesses the ability to do almost anything he wants. He freely flies around the circus, displaying his seemingly unlimited capabilities. Jax possessed extraordinary abilities, with the power to spawn objects out of thin air and teleport anyone to any desired location. It was reminiscent of the extraordinary powers exhibited by Pally, Jax, and Ratha. In their quest, they eventually found themselves in K-Mo's room, where he casually revealed that he possessed a key. Jax effortlessly pulled it out, seemingly conjuring it out of thin air, almost as if he had access to a supernatural Minecraft-like inventory. One might assume that the key was simply hidden in his pocket, as a key could easily fit in such a space. However, this assumption proved to be incorrect. After Jax fled from KFMO, who had become abstracted, he sought refuge with Kinger and Gangle near the Glink hole. While hiding, he overheard KMO's footsteps approaching. In order to divert KMO's attention and avoid possible abstraction, Jax resorted to throwing a bowling ball at Kinger, sending all of them tumbling down the hole. The interesting detail here is that, in the previous shot, Jax did not possess the bowling ball. Suddenly, as if by magic, he seemingly conjured it out of thin air. It was clear that there was no plausible way for Jax to have concealed a bowling ball in his pocket. Even if he had attempted to do so, it would have been unmistakably visible, giving him the appearance of being pregnant with a bowling ball in his pocket. This raises the intriguing possibility that every member of the circus possesses a similar supernatural inventory. However, throughout the entire episode, Jax was the only one seen exhibiting this extraordinary power. This implies that Jax and Caine could be collaborating or harboring a secret that sets them apart from the rest of the circus performers. The true nature of their unique abilities remains a mystery, begging the question of what other secrets this circus may. Despite their best efforts to hold everything together, it is evident that Caine's lack of intelligence makes it easy for Jax to exploit the powers granted to him by Caine. It is worth noting that if Jax can possess these powers, it is possible for others to acquire them as well. In the event that Jax's true evil nature is discovered,